I just wanted to go through some stretches today with you. They're easy ones. They're ones that I've done since childhood. It's a regular routine for me. So let's just get started. Typically, I like to start from the top and work my way down the body. I just find it easier. It's just my way of doing things, but you can do it any other way you want. So I like to start with shoulder rolls, just to get the body warmed up. I'm going to go through these pretty quick. You can do these longer, stretch them out if you want, but just for the purpose of this video, I'm going to just do things very quickly for the most part. You can also take your ear down to your shoulder, and you can do that on each side as many times as you need, depending on how tight your neck is. And then go into neck rolls, and I like to go from one side and then bring your chin straight down and then over to the other side. I don't recommend starting off by going the whole way around. I personally do that, but if you're a person that sits at a desk all day, you'll find that your posture is more like this, where your vision is not straight in front of you, it's more down and you're hunched a little bit. So when you go to stretch your neck up, you're going to find the back of your neck just sort of crunches a bit, and it's not going to feel very good. So if you do want to start stretching the back of your neck, make sure your posture is more upright, your shoulders are back, your gaze is straight ahead, your chin's parallel to the floor. And then if you find that when you start putting your neck back, that it pulls on your neck muscles along the side, just put your hand on the top of your head as you go back. It helps support the weight of your head so that you're not pulling all those muscles. So anyway, we'll go back to the neck rolls. And then you do that until you feel like you're stretched out a little bit. And then from here, I like to stretch out my biceps and triceps. And I do that on each side. You can also do that if you have something to grab. Most people can't grab their fingers like I can. If you have something, even a belt, a water bottle, you can grab a hold of it, hold it in your hands, and it will help you get to the point where you can actually reach your fingertips and pull together. So from here, I like to stand with your feet a little bit further than hip width apart, toes pointing straight forward, and then I stretch out the insides of the groins, and that I just go side to side with the hips. And then once I've done that a number of times, I start to roll the hips, and I don't know, you can think of that as your sexy girl pose or boy pose, whichever one you want. And then from here, I bring the legs out even further. Whatever is comfortable for you will be fine. And from here, I like to start, I put my hands on the hips. I'm going to back up a little bit here. Hands on the hips, and keeping a flat back, straight back, and your spine long. Start folding forward. If you can't bring your hands to the ground, maybe you have a chair and you can put your hands on the chair like this. And then from there, I go side to side, on side to each feet. I don't know the technical names for these poses, so I'm just kind of describing what I do. And then after that, I actually like to go ahead and sit down. I'm going to sit on an angle, just so you can see a little better what I'm doing. And from here I do forward folds. So keeping a nice long back, try not to hunch as you reach for your toes. You want to chest to shins is what you're aiming for. And if you can grab your toes, that's fantastic. If you can't, just make sure your back is straight. Maybe this is as far as you go. That's completely okay. And then I also like to do, like I said, I'm just turning sideways so you guys can see better. And then from here, I like to bring my foot into my thigh, turn my body so that my chest is pointing towards my toe. Like I don't want to, this isn't really a side stretch, it's more of a hamstring stretch. So we do this, and I like to hold these a lot longer than I am right now. If you're familiar with these kind of stretches, you can definitely hold them longer. And from here, and I do wide leg stretches. We already did these in a standing position. So it was more like this, where you turn your body over and point towards your toe to go down. That was more of the standing style. So when I'm down like this, then I like to do more of a side stretch. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to imagine my shoulder going down beside my knee. Now, I can't do that, maybe you can, but the goal is to keep your front body still facing forward as you lift your hand and reach for your toe. And obviously you do that on both sides. And then from there, I like to bring my toes in to do a little butterfly sit. I used to do this and bounce the knees, but I find it's a little hard on the legs and the knees, so I try not to do that anymore. I try to just push down as I pull the toes up a little bit. You don't want to feel any kind of pain in your joints. If you do, this is not an exercise that you want to do. And then from here, I straighten the toes back out again, and I just do ankle rolls, keeping the back straight. And then I like to just hold the stretch for a little bit and then flex them back up. And then this is another one that I like to do. This one's actually really great if you're in bed and you want to go to sleep, but you find your hips are still tight from the day. So from this one, you just bring your knees into your chest. You want to make sure that your lower back is down. You don't want to be pulling it up. You want to make sure it's down. And then pull your knees in to your chest. From here, I can put my feet back down, take one foot and put it on my knee like this, actually just above my knee on my thigh. This is a figure 4. This is a good place to start. If you're a little bit more flexible, you can start bringing these in, either hooking your hands behind your thighs or on top of your shins, and it pulls in. We'll switch legs for now, just so you guys can see it from both angles. So, behind the thighs, behind the shins. If you have the flexibility, you can take your elbow and put it on your thigh and press your thigh out as you pull your other shin in. And the stretch is all down and through here, down through your hamstrings. And just really good stretches. So that works, or that pretty much stretches out the whole body. And that's my routine. That's what I do on a regular basis. So that's a really great place to start. And I hope you enjoyed this.